Hello, today I'm going to be giving some very helpful, in my opinion, very helpful tips for animating. This is mostly a Flipaclip tutorial, but it can work for other animation software such as Adobe or ToonSquid. Also, if you're watching this and have no idea what object shows are, they're really cool. I'm not going to explain it, but you can find that out yourself, and this is kind of a tutorial for that. But once again, it can also be used for other types of animation. Doesn't have to specifically be object show related. So tip 1 is you gotta look at your animation not as this big whole 40-minute maybe chunk of animation that needs to be done. If you just do a minute a day and it's 40 minutes long, you'll finish that thing in a month. If it's only about 10 minutes long, you'll finish that in 10 days. Tip 2, you can lower the FPS of your animation. Personally, for Flipaclip, 12 FPS and 5 FPS aren't really different. I think 12 frames per second is it's way too high. Unless you're doing like a really high quality scene, then you'll want to make another project and animate that scene in a separate project with 12 FPS. But I've been using 5 frames per second for my animations, and it's way easier than 12 FPS. A minute inside of 12 FPS would be about 1,000 or 1,500 frames, I think. When you put it down to 5 FPS, that's only maybe 200, 400, 300 even, which makes it way easier to get a minute done in a day. Tip 3 is you gotta plan it out. A big problem for me personally is I just want to get animation over with. I just look at the time and I'm like, damn it, I'm wasting so much time sitting down. So I would usually do it early in the morning where you're doing nothing, or late at night. Not late at night, but do it at a time where you're doing nothing, and take about an hour out of your day, and you can get it done in that hour. If you set an alarm for literally an hour, and once that hour ends, you're free to go. Or you can do 30 minutes or whatever is best for you. And now another tip is, I just lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Do not be afraid to take breaks. Obviously, you can take a day or a few days off from animation. I've been trying to make a 40-minute episode on my show, and I've only made about a minute of it, and it's been almost a year now. Maybe you don't take as long of a break as that unless you really need it, but breaks, you can take them. Definitely, it's way better so that you can avoid burnout. Even if you don't need a break, it's better to take one maybe a day or two off halfway through your episode is being done animated, because then you won't be burnt out and you'll be ready to animate, unless you can power through it like a beast and animate the whole thing. Okay, I think I have 2 tips left. So you should only make 1 or maybe 2 at most object shows at the same time. I have 5 object shows ongoing, and it's not very easy to try to continue all of them at the same time. If you're able to just stick to 1 or 2 object shows, it'll be way easier and way less stressful. And my last tip is, do not give yourself a due date. Do not give yourself what's it called? A release date for your episode, because don't forget, you're gonna have to edit all of that afterwards, which takes a while sometimes. But yeah, don't give yourself a due date, don't give yourself a release date, because that'll just pressure you to get it done quickly, or to get it done, and you'll end up rushing through it, and it won't be the best it can be. But if you work better under pressure, then maybe it is better for you to give yourself a release date, as long as you can actually get it out on that release date, and you don't have to keep on consistently pushing that release date back, because as you do that, fans grow more and more tired. And yeah, I would know about that, because I've been doing that for my object show for a year, but that's fine. Just don't do what I did. Well, yeah, that's all my tips, guys. I hope some helped, but I hope this helped at least one person. And yeah, if you already have an object show, these can still help you if you're halfway done. If you haven't made an object show, maybe this is the time to make one. And yeah, okay. Well, you can always make a joke object show, which means it doesn't have to be high quality, or you can make a really high quality one. It doesn't really matter. Okay, well, that is it. Bye. Oh yeah, also please subscribe and maybe buy my membership. I have 2 members now, which is really awesome. Maybe you can be the third time's a charm. Okay, bye.